Good morning, everyone. Hi, Andrew. Good morning. I don't see very many people here, but we can give it another minute or so. And then we're going to get started. So let's give it another minute.
Good morning, Dr. Carr.
Good morning. Someone has echo coming up. Do you want to check your mic, please? Okay, Andrew, I can try this. I don't know the pronunciation for this one. So you got to tell us on mic and then we can respond to you. Is it
Guten Morgen? It's German.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. It's German, but I just didn't know how to pronounce.
Yes.
Didn't want to kill it.
It's Guten Morgen.
Guten morning.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Am I wrong, Andrew? I shouldn't be. My husband's German.
Guten Morgen.
No, it's Morten. Morten.
Morten. Okay.
What is it in Spanish, Mr. Diego?
Buenos dias, or bom dia in Portuguese.
Mm. So, if you want to say it in your language?
Sure. Which language? Which one do you like?
The Iran, if I'm correct.
So in Farsi is Sobh Bekhair. In Turkish is Günaydın, and in Kurdish is I don't know like which one I should say is like Sobh Bekhair, but I mean they're like more into it.
Yeah, I knew the Turkish one, but
Okay.
pretty cool.
Thanks.
So you don't say Assalamu alaikum, Sadaf?
That one is Arabic. I know it in Arabic too. I mean, but it's not my language.
Let's see.
Are we translating good morning or what?
Yes. Good morning.
Oh, Salam alaikum is basically hi, how are you? Like across the whole like Muslim people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not specific to good morning or good night.
So good morning is what?
In Arabic, it's Subah al Khair.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. In my language, it's Sat Sri Akal.
Oh, Sat Sri Akal. Is that only specific to good morning or it's all?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's just like Assalamu alaikum.
I see.
In Kurdish, we also say Roj Bash because Kurdish is my first language. But we have like 4 dialects for Kurdish. The ones that I know is like more than that. But in one dialect, in my dialect, is Roj Bash.
In French is Bon Matin. That is our good morning.
Okay, look at Andrew here. He's
I don't speak Japanese.
This is crossing our heads, Andrew. Don't challenge us so much before the exam, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm putting this to recording, and my aim is like we at least do like 20 plus questions this session, and then I'm gonna leave rest to you guys. But I think it's a good practice. We do it together. That way it will save you some time, and then you can do the rest, right? This is again from the TA reviews, the earlier years.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right, I see 51 students. Good morning, everyone. One more time. We're going to get started with the questions straight. I would say just raise your hands. We're going to keep it very casual session. I'm not running any polls or anything. So whosoever is ready with the answer, just raise your hand and say something on mic rather than being on chat. Anyone else besides Andrew? Okay, Joel, yes.
Hi, Dr. Carr. For the middle and inner ear, would it be oval window?
Beautiful. Yeah, just so you are aware of different parts. Very nice. This is going to be oval window. So we are talking about external ear right here. Middle ear is your tympanic membrane and your ossicles. And then right here, this portion would be marking the boundaries for the oval window is marking the boundary up to you get to the internal ear portion, right? Okay, next one.
High frequency. Oh, we just covered this. High frequency bass.
Okay, Messia, go ahead.
I hope I get it right. I'm going with bass.
Bass is the right answer. Yes, whenever you are looking at high pitched sounds, you got to talk about the bass of the internal ear, right? Apex is for what?
Low frequency, like low, deep frequency.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, perfect. Andrew, you are on mute. Okay, gonna go with the next question. Yes, Jake, go ahead.
A, mechanoreceptors.
Yeah, these are the mechanoreceptors. Yeah, just so you're ready, what are the primary efferent ones? Just, go over those things so you don't miss the question on the exam. But hair cells are basically your mechanoreceptors. Okay, next one. I'm gonna give it some time. I want everyone to answer me and have, other students answer. Not our frequent. Yes, Kate, please go ahead.
Would it be C, the scaling of median?
Scala media, very nice, Kate. Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah, organ of corti, they are sitting there inside the scala media, whereas scala tympani and vestibuli, they are on the sides. They are surrounding the media, right? So you will have some explanations as well from the TAs, which is a good thing that they have done for you. Here and there, I have added some of the speaker notes, so you may find some of mine, not too much. I couldn't work actually. I came very late last night. It was 8 p.m. I got home, and then I was meeting with you guys. Hardly had my dinner, and then I sat with you guys, and this morning I worked on it a little bit. Okay, so is everyone clear about all the cross section that we are seeing here, the inner hair cells, their function, outer hair cells, or do you have any questions? Let me know now.
I would, could you tell me which side of the tectorial membrane are we going to call the base and which one is going to be the apex?
This is the base right here, the inner tight portion. So it's very tight inside, and that's how it gets the high frequencies. This inner side where the inner hair cells are sitting, this is tighter. That's what we call the inner side, the base.
Got it. Thank you.
Is it clear, Diego? Yeah. More you go towards the outside. I have another question coming up for you guys, so I don't want to give you too much information. I think I will explain one more time once we get to that question. That's an interesting question. Okay. All right. Be ready with the perilymph, endolymph, all that stuff. You need to know the composition for them so you can answer the questions. All right. So again, tilting of the stereocilia towards the bigger cilium, right? If they're tilting, they're going to open the potassium channels, and that's how the potassium gets in and causing depolarization. Whereas if they are tilting away, this wasn't a great representation figure, actually. The tilt is still towards the bigger cilium slightly, but just keep in mind if it's tilting away, that's going to be the hyperpolarization. Okay, next one. Yes, Jasmine, go ahead.
B, would it be conductive hearing loss?
It is conductive hearing loss. Can you explain us what's going on?
Yeah, so pretty much so conductive means like you're passing info from one cell to another, right? And so sclerosis means hardening, so you have like a hardening of your ossicles, so you can't pass that information on from one cell to another. So that's why it's conductive hearing loss versus neural. If it was neural, then the nerves and the receptors would have to be affected. And so that's why it can't be neural hearing loss, it has to be conductive because it's the ossicles that are affected.
Yeah, thank you. Diego, yes.
What will be the question stem for option B? I'm thinking because sclerosis to me refers to rigidity due to, I guess, increased cholesterol, which increases, I guess, rigidity. But scar tissue is fibrotic, as far as I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So would it be
scar tissue that prevents hair bundles from friction with pectoral membrane? I'm not exactly sure what would be the pathophysiology or the term for that, but I guess it could be any of the problems that may arise from some infection or something, which is going up to the membranes. That's what my understanding is. Scar tissue that prevents hair bundles.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to give you any wrong answer here. Okay. All right, so yeah, just keep in mind the amplification of the sound from big tympanic membrane to smaller oval window, right? And then the ossicles playing the role, how the lever would work, and then passing off that information, amplifying the sound here, and then these sound waves, they're gonna start making ripples in the fluid in there. Yes, Diego.
Sorry, too many questions, but how do we approach the reduction of sound intensity mediated by like the tensor tympani or the stapedius? We had a question regarding like a sudden sound, and then you get, because the ear was not prepared, I guess.
Yeah. So if we are talking about, yes, sudden loud sound, and the ear is not ready, that means these muscles didn't get enough time to contract. So tensor tympani, if it is contracting, it's basically pull the tympanic membrane, like stretch it out really. So the sound wave is not making a nice landing on the tympanic membrane. If it's not stretched out too much, or if muscle is not contracted, it will be receiving sounds more happily. But if it's stretched out too much because of this contraction, which is going to pull the malleus, right? Pull the malleus away, you are doing two things. One is you stretched and the malleus is away, so it won't receive the sound as it is supposed to. Other thing is, if stapedius is contracting, this is also not letting the information relay nicely to the oval window from the.
And I know that it is not. I don't think it was mentioned, but what triggers that initially?
It's a reflex action.
Oh, okay.
Sound, yeah. Brain your auditory cortex starts it. So it's a reflex action that
Got
will
it. Thank you.
happen automatically. But it's just, when real damage happens, that means the person didn't get enough chance to really save their ear from that loud noise. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Yes, Miss, yeah?
Is this one the tectorial? See? Tectorial?
Beautiful.
Okay.
So tectorial membrane is the membrane where stereocilia hair cells, they are actually making the connection, right? The basilar membrane, they are sitting on basilar membrane, right? And Reasoner's is what? Reasoner membrane is? Yes, Andrew.
Oh, thank you, doctor. So Wieser's membrane is the one on top that separates the scala media from the scalar vestibuli.
Yeah, up there we have tympani, or what do we have?
But that media with the timpani's at the bottom, isn't it? Yeah, Timp's bottom. And
Timpani is at the
decimals.
bottom. Okay, I confused. Okay, all right, we're good. Yeah, as long as you remembered, I should have put this figure along with that question. So yes, so basically you're talking about right here, the basilar, where your cilia, hair cells are sitting, and cilia are up there talking to the tectorial membrane up there. Okay. All right, great. Good prep. Good prep. I want everyone to be at the same page. All right, next question. All right, Skylar, go ahead, please.
Would it be B, macula of the saccule?
In the vertical plane, very nice, very nice. And if I take vertical plane out, what it would be?
Would it just be like otolith?
Linear head movement. If I take the vertical plane out, just say linear head movement. Anyone?
Would it be the macula in general? Because the utricle is horizontal movement and or horizontal plane, and then the saccule is vertical plane.
Yes, very nice. So utricle would be the answer, right? Linear. Yes, Andrew?
Oh, thank you, doctor. It's just a quick question. So when in the referring to linear head movement in the vertical plane, does that like refer to gravity as like a...
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
upward and downwards. Actually, just wanted to make a correction. What I was just mentioning, and we opted for A, if I take vertical plane out, actually saccule does all the movements. Saccule is responsible for up and down and all other movements that utricle is also responsible for. It does play a role, but utricle is the main one for your forward stuff that we talked about earlier, the linear movement. Okay. All right. Is there a question? Yeah, they both have otoliths. They both have otoliths. Yes, Kyla. True. We have more questions coming, and I'm going to explain the figure one more time. All right. What's the charge in the scalar media? Yes, Sadar, go ahead.
Is it positive because we have many potassium located in the endolymph?
Beautiful, beautiful. And I want you to be ready for this slide can help you have more information. So here are your hair cells, right? We talked about like potassium has to go in when the bending is happening, right? Depolarization is happening. And right here is your all endolymph, which is bathing all these these hair cells, right? And I had told you that this is rich in potassium. So on the right-hand side, you can see the compositions. They are right here. It's low in sodium, but high in potassium. Just like how we were talking about intracellular fluid, right? ICF. Now your perilymph is opposite. It's like ECF, right? Someone has a question? Yes, Missy.
Yeah, I have a question about this because I was getting it confused with like depolarized and hyperpolarized because I thought it would be negative because there's a lot of potassium out there, but it's positive.
Yeah, it is because anyways, I mean, we're just talking about cations are way more than, you know.
So that's more like of a cation anion thing and not like membrane changing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Potassium poor. Wow, Andrew is too fast to make all these these things and helping you, right? So you can remember like that. He's good. So Ali is asking, so if the question asked about scalar vestibuli, vestibuli should be neutral, yes. I mean, it is rich in sodium, which is 150, but overall potential is, since the perilymph is 0, you see that on screen already. So yeah, we can call it neutral. Good, Ali. Okay, all right. Next question. Okay, Michael, go ahead.
Would this one be D near the helicotrema?
Beautiful. You're absolutely right. And can you explain us why, how?
So the helicotrema, if I remember correctly, is another word for the apex of the membrane that perceives the sound, the basilar membrane, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So let me explain it in case those of you who didn't get it clear. So we talked about all these high frequencies and going to the lower frequency, right? So we are talking about the basilar, the beginning of the basilar membrane, which is narrow here, right? We're talking this portion here, which is very stiff. As you go out, it's going to get more compliant, right? So if I open up this cochlear tube and I who's this? Okay. No, I didn't write. I'll be honest. I didn't write. This is one of my favorite TAs actually. I just tweaked this question a little bit, but it's a good one. So here, so if I open up this whole cochlea, right? This tube is opened up. We are talking about lycotrema right here, end of this snail-like structure. So this portion we're talking here. So basically what's happening, if you see your scala vestibuli and tympani, they are joining right here. So this is one portion where it has to be very low frequencies because these things are matching already. They are very compliant, opening up, very compliant, and the most lowest frequencies would be right there. Is it clear to everyone? We good? Okay. All right. Let's move to the next question. Yes, Erin, please go ahead.
Is it E because they're traveling at a constant speed?
Beautiful, beautiful. So if you see such a question in exam, don't get scared there. So once the car is at a constant speed, it's not getting depolarized anymore, right? So your depolarization has to happen, or hyperpolarization, they will happen at the acceleration or deceleration, right? So if you are going at a constant speed, we have the answer here for this slide. So it won't detect anything at that point. And moreover, it doesn't detect the velocity. That's another thing that you should keep in mind. So what Diego had a question last night, if you can remember, we had talked about it, how everything is constant once they have detected like what is happening and they are not getting depolarized anymore. That's the state it is right now. Okay. Yeah. Everyone got it? Yeah. We ready?
So like, I just want to make sure it's clear. Once it's constant, nothing's being depolarized. But if you slam on the brakes,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
okay.
Yes. So you're bending. Yeah. You depolarized again.
Yeah, because it goes towards the tall stereocilia, correct? Is that?
Yeah. Yeah. So there is not much tall stereocilia in case of otoliths. They're basically all the crystals sitting up there, right? The otoliths which are sitting up there, and there is cilia sitting underneath. So it's basically with the heavy stuff up there, it's moving forward or backward, and that's how it works. Yes, Diego.
When we're talking about the depolarization versus hyperpolarization on linear, forward acceleration is depolarization or
Yeah.
Okay, by extension, deacceleration will be hyperpolarization. We also feel it. However, under the concept of hyperpolarization, there is no signaling. How do we feel this deacceleration if there's
So
no
if you are going backwards, I mean, suddenly if you went backwards, that would be your hyperpolarization.
But then we are not sending any signals. Hyperpolarization, where
we should be sending some signals, right? We should be sending some signals. It's not that there won't be any signal.
Got it.
All right. Okay, next move forward. You want to make sure that you go over all the clicker questions and all TA review questions, both the fresh ones and the older ones. That should prepare you well for the exam, at least for physio. I don't know about others. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Why are you laughing, Monsieur?
Because that's a disclaimer right there. It will help you with the other ones.
What can I say? I don't teach other stuff, right?
So, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
We believe you.
Yeah, so that's go ahead.
Is the answer E, G protein? And because the receptor binds to the GPCR.
Absolutely right. Yes. So you need to know the whole conducting pathway, right? You should be ready with that. Yes. It has to first talk to the G protein, and then, oops, the next portion would be happening. So this slide is going to tell you all G protein talking to the odorants, right? It's going to activate adenylate cyclase, and then your CAMP, which is being formed here, it's going to open the sodium gates, right, in order to depolarize this receptor. Okay. Sour taste, notorious sour taste. Yes, Andrew.
Oh, thank you, doctor. Would it be B?
B is the right answer. So hydrogen ion, right? That's what we think that it's perceiving the sour taste. Now, bitter and sweet is what? Which pathway?
The GP pathway.
Yeah, IP3 calcium pathway would be activated, which is going to open the what you call TRP channels, right? To bring the cations in, and that's how it's going to depolarize. Okay, another thing that I wanted to add in here, now that I think we have almost 59 students here. I don't know if there are some students from Montana or Harlem, but just to tell you guys what Costanzo has written, which I have problem with, that hydrogen ions is entering through sodium channels. But if you go by my theory that I had told you yesterday, the autopetrin stuff, which is going to bring the hydrogen ions. But the thing is that entering of protons inside the cell actually opens up ENaC channels. Because how do you depolarize the cell? You got to get either sodium in or potassium in or calcium in or something which will depolarize the cell, right? So how do you depolarize the cell? You got to get those cations in. You cannot depolarize a cell by bringing protons in, right? So this depolarization, in my opinion, is done by hydrogen ions coming through their specialized proton channels. And this is all for your understanding, okay? But then I believe once the protons they get in, ENaC channels are opening up. It is actually stimulating ENaC channels, and that's how the sodium is getting in. I think that that's what she was trying to do in the book, but she didn't explain it right. So it says enters. I highlighted that one. So just, make sure. Okay, Rachel, thank you. Yeah. And recording will be there. We won't be testing such a question, which is, I'm being very honest with you. We won't be able to test such question, which is controversial anyway, for me already. So, yeah. All right. Anyways, if there is such question, you go by Costanzo, what we have in the book, just, All right. And salt is obviously through ENaC channels. That's easy peasy. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Andrew is really very creative. Andrew, I want you to be a TA once you are in your second year. You're gonna make all these things with you, TA team. Okay. All right. Next question. Angular. Diego, go ahead.
I have a question actually about the previous one, but it is in this, and for this question, is it C?
C, semicircular canals, right? The ampullae that is sitting there, the cupula, which is covering the cilia, and here the kinocilium plays a big role. So I just say it again.
For the previous question, I'm a little confused regarding the different signalings for sweet, umami, and bitter, because I understand that they both have to bind to the G protein and then both terminate in the IP3 calcium cascade. But how do we make a difference between the those three different flavors? If it's, or is it like the particular molecule and
yeah, I mean,
receptor?
You go by the taste, whatever we are giving you. You go by the taste, right?
Okay.
Yeah. You're not going to confuse you on this. And these are all different G proteins that we are talking about. Remember, even for the smell, it's again a G protein that's going to go through CAMP pathway. For sweet and bitter, again, but they are all different G proteins that would be receiving those sensations. Okay. And you just go by the question, like how we are asking the question, right? Okay, next one. Yes, Messia?
I would like to say potassium.
Potassium is, yes, beautiful. So this is endolymph that we are talking about, right? They'll get into the cells and depolarize. Next one. Okay, so Andrew, I'm asking other people if you don't mind.
So is the answer B?
Answer is B. Very nice. So basically, you are detecting the position of head in space. By the way, we won't be testing you for nystagmus for physio. I know it's being covered on anatomy, so I mean, I'm happy. This is an anatomy question, so they should have it. All right. So you have full explanation here. Just make sure that you read it well, right? And finish it off. Okay. Olfaction. Yes, Jasmine.
Would it be B?
B is the right answer. Yes, B is the right answer. I was just taking my time to read it. Yes, that stimulates adenylyl cyclase, and then it's going to convert ATP into CAMP, and CAMP is going to open the sodium channels, and that's how you depolarize the cell. The whole point is just remember how these cells, they will be getting depolarization. Erin is asking a question. Yeah. So, Erin, I'll just go there in a minute. 1 second. Just make sure that whatever receptor cell you are thinking about, or whatever odorant, or whatever taste receptor being activated, you are thinking about those and how they will be getting activated, or how they are transducing the mechanical signal or the smelling signal or the taste signal into an electrical signal. What we discussed in class the other day, right? So you have to bring a potential on a cell to pass to the fibers and further taking it to the nerves down there, right? So Erin, I wanted you to have a difference between, like, for example, if we are talking about the taste receptor cells, those are the hair cells, right, sitting right there, right? So they're going to pick information directly from there. That's what I was mentioning. Like for sound waves, we are transmitting from one place to another, and then finally the hair cells and hair cells will be passing the information. But for some of them, you are starting directly from the primary efferent neurons, which have fibers. That's what I meant.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Not necessarily that we'll be having like very deep questions on that, but just I want you to be ready on that for at least for next year also. Right? Okay. Secondary messenger for sour taste. Easy. Okay, I'm gonna ask Kate.
Would it be B, hydrogen ions?
Hydrogen ions. We call it secondary messenger because what I was telling you earlier, when protons, they are entering the cells. In my opinion, they are opening the ENaC channels or some channels which are bringing cations in. Is it making sense? So that would be a secondary messenger for us. Yeah? Everyone clear? Okay. All right. Now this is a different year. These are all different years that we are, different TAs, they'll have their slides done different ways. When head is rotating to the right, it comes to a stop. Anyone else? Sadaf Messia, they have answered so many times. I want other people to take a lead, please. Any other volunteer we have? Yes, Jessica, go ahead.
It's right and then left.
So we are asking.
Oh, sorry. I think it's the other way. It's first is right and then it's left.
Joel.
Since it's turning to the right, wouldn't it be left then right? The left is hyperpolarized than the right.
Yes. Yeah, Jessica. So just look at the question, right? Head is rotating towards the right side. So right has to be depolarizing, right? And left would be hyperpolarizing. Is it making sense, Jessica?
Yeah, I got confused because I keep hearing my echoes. I'm listening with another student, but yes, so it when it rotates to the right, it's going to depolarize, and then the opposite side is going to hyperpolarize.
Oh, Erin is saying something. Okay. When head is rotating to the right, comes to a stop. Yeah, they shouldn't have written comes to a stop. You are right, Erin. Yes. But yeah, I mean, if you read the hyperpolarization and depolarization, you get the point, right? Everyone got the point. It should not switch the direction yet. When it comes to stop, it's in the straight upward direction. Erin, is it making sense?
Thank you. That makes sense now.
Yeah. So yeah, they shouldn't have added stop. Good catch, Erin. I want you to be on the TA team too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like these good catches. I mean, our recent TA teams, that's what I have trained them for. They have to catch all so you will see the new TA reviews that have been made these years. They are very, very particular about. Before it comes to me, they thoroughly check it out. But sometimes I can miss too. They send like 300 slides to me, and they will give me like overnight. They'll send it to me, and morning I have to publish, and then I'm like sitting down, going over 300 slides by myself. Yeah, and Dr. Shah will be okay. Whatever Dr. Kaur says. I'm like, okay, it's on me. All right. Okay. Diego, you don't overthink too much, I can tell you that. I think you are overthinking. So just moving to this side, right? Moving to this side, you are depolarizing this side, and this side is hyperpolarizing. Yeah, that is your specialty. I can very well vouch for that after spending 2 semesters with you. PhD thinking, beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, more you think, then you're gonna confuse yourself in exam. That's what I'm trying to tell you all. Just calm down. think if we told you like it's going towards the right is depolarizing and left is hyperpolarizing because it's bending away, right, from the kinocilium. And the thing that they added in the question comes to a stop. Aaron made a good catch here. So if it stopped right here, and then they are upward direction now, they stopped firing at this point, right? They stopped firing at this point. Okay. Yeah, I loved it, Aaron. Thank you. It was a great catch. All right, we need volunteers. Yes, Jessica.
Is it D?
Let me read the question. I didn't read it yet. 1 second.
No, sorry.
For
Oh, wait.
hearing compared to the base, the apex. Okay. Do you have another answer, Jessica? Apex?
The apex detects low frequency.
Apex of the basilar membrane is?
I thought the apex was wider. Yeah, wider. When more compliant to lower frequency.
You are absolutely right. I was just checking your confidence levels. Are we good?
Yes, thank you.
Everyone got it? It's wider. Apex is wider. It's more compliant. You will be hearing low frequency sounds there. Yeah? Okay. Someone is writing something in the chat. Is it Diego? Rachel. On previous question, I imagine they said coming to a stop to emphasize that there is a deceleration change in. Rachel, it already depolarized, right? So someone had to pick. I mean, when they said stop, yeah, I mean, probably if the stop is just, a millisecond before it really stopped for a good amount of time, then the cilia would be in their normal position, right? Yeah, the question was a little bit convoluted, in my opinion. Rachel, is it making sense? Erin?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, yes, you are overthinking as well. So let's get the stop out of the question, and I just hope everyone is getting the right way. So you moved in this direction, you depolarized this direction, you hyperpolarized this direction, but once you are there, you bent your head and you are stable there for some time. Your stereocilia, they're gonna come back to the normal position, right? And if you are moving back again, they're going to get depolarized on this side, right? Okay. I think everyone is getting my point. Yes? Are we good on these things? Okay. Michael, you have a question?
Yeah, so for the question that's on screen right now, when it's talking about the compliance of the basilar membrane, that's basically saying how easily it moves in response to the vibrations being transmitted, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of, if it's at the base near the oval window, it's kind of very stiff there because it's a narrower area.
And also it's going to be getting the vibrations from both high and low frequencies, technically speaking, right?
It will be, but yeah, I mean, ideally the high frequencies, the inner cells are very sensitive. And as soon as the sounds are coming, they're going to pick it up and they will start firing right then and there. So all your like loud frequencies have been picked up already and they've been transmitted. So whatever is lower frequency, they will still be going up to the apex, right? So your outer cells will be picking those up. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yes, Amir. You are correct. Now these should be easy. We are repeating, so these are like another year TA team. Basically, the same questions are repeating. Yes, Andrew, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Would it be A?
Yeah, A would be the right answer. Yes. I'm gonna do another like one or two more questions, and then I'm gonna leave you. And I want you to work on the, because I see same students repeating the answers again and again. I don't know whether everyone is at the same page right now, whether they are working on all TA reviews. So I want to give you some lone time. So everyone has to be working on the stuff. Yes, Jasmine, go ahead.
Would it be A?
Yeah, A is the right answer. Very nice. So depolarization toward, hyperpolarization away. Yeah, as I said, these are basically same kind of questions that we discussed earlier. So two more questions, then I'm gonna leave you. Okay, who's gonna answer this? Yes, Sadaf, go ahead.
Is it C, then B, then A, and then D? A, basically C, B, A, D.
Pick an answer. First, second, third. Huh?
For first, it's gonna be C.
First, no, just give me answer like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say right down there we have 1, 2, 3, 4
Okay, one.
option.
One.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me read it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also reading with you guys actually. Is everyone clear about this question? Yes. Good question. This one is a good question, I would say. Just, it makes you think a little bit more. So basically, you want to have the odorant molecule come first, talking to the G protein, right? And then it would start the activation of adenylate cyclase, and that's gonna, open the sodium channels with CAMP, and then depolarization, and then action potential is being passed on through the axon. Okay, good. Yeah, here is the figure. Just be ready. Okay, this will be our last question for the day. Okay, Diego, go ahead.
Is it C?
No, not really. Kate?
Will it be D? Different factor receptors have different response to the same odorants.
D is the right answer. Yes, you are correct. Across fiber pattern code, we have to be ready with that, right? So basically, the odorant molecules they will be talking to. We only have near about 1,000 receptors, olfactory receptors. But I told you in class as well, we can sense almost a trillion trillion scents, right? So how is that happening? So basically, one receptor is at least picking up multiple odorants, and then they will be perceiving the information and putting it together, and then that will be passed on. Yes, Diego? Diego?
Oh no, I just left the hands up, but I think that I'm mixing them up with the gustatory cells.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So just make sure that, we we are ready with that portion. But I'm gonna stop here, and I want everyone, please listen to me. All the clicker questions you should go over, both TA reviews, gonna help you a lot tremendously. If you did it all, and don't mind, there must be some anatomy questions in there. That's not gonna hurt you. Don't come back to me. Oh, whether this is coming. Whatever I told you is important for our exam. You just follow that. We're not doing cranial nerves, as I mentioned last night. We're not doing nystagmus that we never tested for physiology, and neuro would be testing that. So that would be part of neuro. Okay. So just do physiology. What's there in our TA reviews, both of them, fresh one, older one, and the clicker questions. My speaker notes will help you a lot. So that should be good enough for you guys to make it a good exam. Okay. And thank you, everyone. This is our last session for the semester. And I loved having you all. Thoroughly enjoyed having you all. Such a good cohort, both MS and DO. And again, stop by anytime if you need help. And I'll be available until Sunday, as I mentioned earlier. So just let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer. Okay. All right. Good luck, everyone.